Okay, question 8. John and Alice are planning a holiday. They are going to stay at a hotel. The table shows information about the prices at the hotel. So you've got the double room prices. Now these are per person per night. You've got single room and you've got the prices of the dinners as well. Depending on when you go, which months, okay, the prices may vary. Now you've also got some saver prices. 5 nights are the price of 4 nights from 1st of May to the 4th of July, or 3 nights at the price of 2 nights in November. So if they went in November, you would only pay for 2 nights and you'd get 3 nights. So you get the 3rd night for free. John and Alice will stay in a double room. Okay, so they'll stay in a double room. They will eat dinner at the hotel every day. Okay, they can stay at the hotel for 3 nights in June or 4 nights in November. Which of these holidays is cheaper? Okay, so I like to split my page in half. So on the left side I'm going to have June, 3 nights June and 4 nights in November. And we're just going to have to compare the costs. Well, first of all, we can start scribbling out stuff that we don't need, okay? They want to stay in a double room, so I don't need to look at any of the prices in the single room, okay? Let's start off with June first of all. 3 nights in June. June is what price? June is going to be this price here, £74.25 per person per night in a double room, and £31 for dinner per day per person. Okay then, so I've got 2 people going, so let's have a look at how much it cost for 1 night first of all. So 2 times £74.25 will give us a price of 1 night for John and Alice. So 2 times £74.25. So it costs them to stay at the hotel for 1 night, £148.50. Okay, now how many nights do they want to stay for? They want to stay for 3. Let's have a look at the saver prices. If they go in June, that's going to be this one here from May to 4th of July. 5 nights at the price of 4. Well, they only want to stay for 3 nights, so that doesn't apply. Okay, so they want to stay for 3 nights, so I'm going to times the price of 1 night for both of them by 3. So it costs them to stay for 3 nights £445 and 50p. Okay, now we're going to have to do their dinner. So, for 1 person it's going to cost £31. For 2 people then it's going to cost £62. Okay, and how many nights do they want that for? For 3. Okay, so 3 times £62, and for dinner that's going to cost them £186 to eat at this hotel for 3 nights. So we're going to have to work out how much it's going to cost then for 3 nights. Okay, so if we need to add up the price that's going to cost them to stay and also the price of food. Okay, so £445.50, add £186, is a total of £631.50 to stay for 3 nights in June. Okay, now we're going to have to do the same thing for 4 nights in November, so I'm going to scroll back up. Okay then, so 2 people, so let's work out 1 night first of all. So 2 people times the price in November. Now let's see where November is. Here it is, £59, a bit cheaper, 75 pence. So to stay there for 1 night it costs them £119.50. Now how many nights do they actually need to pay for? They want to stay for 4, but it says they get a saver's price of 3 nights for the price of 2 nights. So they're going to stay for the first 3 nights and only pay for 2. and they want to stay for a total of 4 days, so they're only going to pay for 3 nights in total. Okay, so 3 times £119.50, £358.50, and we need to do their food as well. So it's going to cost them £31.75 per person per day. If I times that by 2, that will give me the price for one dinner for both of them. So that's £63. Let's write that here, £63.50. And they're going to be eating for 4 nights. So that's £254 for dinner. And we're going to have to find the total price. So again, we're going to add up the price it cost them to stay in the hotel and dinner. So £358.50 add £254 gives us a total of £612.50 to stay for 4 nights in November. So £631.50 to stay 3 nights in June, or £612.50 to stay 4 nights in November. So remember to answer the question, which of these holidays are cheaper? 4 nights in November is cheaper. And that's it. Okay, question 8 is worth 5 marks. The first mark comes from... Okay, so the first one is a method mark for at least one correct dinner calculation, which I've worked out here. The second mark comes from at least one correct room calculation, or if you've done that for just one side, that's also enough to get you the first 2 marks. The third mark comes from seeing £631.50. The fourth mark comes from seeing £612.50. And the last mark comes from answering the question if you've got your working out to back it up. Okay, so 4 nights in November is cheaper. I've got all my working out, my total prices here, and I've got 4 nights in November here to show that this price is for 4 nights in November, and £631.50 belongs to the 3 nights in June. Okay, so that's how you get your 5 marks, and that's it.